Oh, let's see here. Where are we? We're here. Are we here? Are we over here? Are we over here? We are. We are right here. And I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here. So I'm early. If you're early, I'm early. So it's going to be episode 8. And today is March 3rd? Yes, it is. March 3rd. Okay. Just doing bookkeeping stuff. You know how it is. Oops. Okay, and there. Do. Done. Save. Go back. Are we there? Are we there? Okay. Hang on. I need to get back to where I can see comments. So there's that. So there's that. Oh, Jason. My birthday is the 17th. Oh, you're talking to Jeff. Or you're chatting with Jeff. Cool. Okay. I'm early. Sorry. So, oh, and I'm kind of prepared. You know how the days never go how you think they're going to go? And you end up not getting anything done that you wanted to get done? Well, that's kind of the story of my life. But that's all right. So we're going to work on the 109 here. So since we're a little early, I'll talk about the new workspace and stuff quickly. So some of you know that I'm ending up with a new workshop over in a new partition in the basement, and I am going to hopefully be in that by next weekend. I just got into modeling. Well, hey, welcome to modeling. It is a good hobby. I'm partial. I've been doing it for a long time. So of course I'm going to tell you it's a good hobby. But it's fun. What do you build, Jason? Or what are you building? Have you decided on a specific thing that you like, or you guys can hear me, right? My mic's on. Am I talking to myself? There we go. Okay. it is relaxing, and you don't let the what am I gonna say? People call them rivet counters, but that's not really the right term. But don't let us perfectionists frustrate you. We frustrate ourselves enough. I'm not a perfectionist. I have been a perfectionist at other times in my life, and it's not worth it. Warships and tanks. Okay, we hear you. I hear you. Great. Perfect. I mean, I don't mind talking to myself. I do it a lot. But, yeah, so anyway, so next week, bar any kind of disaster, we should be in the new workspace. Now, it won't be complete. I still got to tape it and do some mudding and paint. I'm trying to think of a really cool paint scheme. I mean, it's going to be kind of like slash playroom. I mean, it's my space, so I can do with it what I want. So I'm trying to think of what to do with it color wise. You know, some kind of a World War II theme. I have artwork and stuff all ready to go, but I got a guy that I work with, a friend of mine, has a really large format photo printer, and he can print me like a 44-inch wide picture as long as I want it. So I was thinking, you know, something might be cool to do, like a black and white airfield image or something, and use it as wallpaper on one of the walls in the room. We'll see. Anything can happen. If there's one thing that I'm really good at, it's changing my mind. I'm allowed. I'm going to be 53. I'm allowed. I can change my mind if I want. So anyway, so yeah, so that's the plan for that. So I went and picked up a new. I got a great deal on a modeling is better than video games. I totally agree. My boys are totally into video games, and I've tried it, but I get really frustrated because they kill me all the time. So it's not much fun for Dad. Anyway, I think some of the games are really neat, but I just suck at them. And I've been doing this for a long time. So, yeah, are we? Okay, it's 6 o'clock. So, now that we're officially in our time zone, or in the right time zone, next week time zone changes. I hate that. I liked it when I lived in Arizona and I didn't have to change time zones. I did get a new kit this week, which is this guy. Man, I'm not very organized. Look at this. I should have done this first. So this is the Squadron. So Encore, I don't know if you're familiar with Encore. So Squadron, Squadron.com, they take other people's kits and they add stuff to them and then rebox them. So this is Edwards F6, F5 Hellcat kit with a Squadron resin seat and resin wheels and a different decal sheet. So it's like I said, it's the old Edward classic, and I haven't actually built this one. One of my club members, actually a guy that owns the local hobby shop, 60 miles away, local. I built this quite a few years ago, and it's a great kit. It really is. You know, I don't know if they license the mold or if they just buy the mold from Edward or from whoever and then just add their stuff. I know Edward, you will see, has... they have what they call overtrees. And sometimes you will see they will have a sale on overtrees. And what an overtree is a complete kit, but it's just the sprues. There's no decals or anything, and it comes in a generic white box. And usually they're a really good deal. So, you know, if that's something that you don't mind, and you know, if you're somebody like me who has different decals and whatnot already laying around, then hey, there's no reason to let not having decals and stuff like that stop you. Wow, there goes the washer. What are we gonna do here? I'm gonna work on this this 109. That's what I'm gonna do. So I originally had started this. I was gonna use it in a diorama, a North African diorama, and that diorama never got finished. Some of the other models for it, they buy the Profi pack and then just buy overtrees. The Profi has like 5 decal sets. Yeah, the Profi has all the PE too. So yeah, I don't know. So anyway, so I've since changed my mind and I'm just building this. The diorama never came to fruition. But so we're going to do this Spanish Civil War scheme. And yeah, I got the decal sheet damp. But that's not always a big problem. I mean, it's, you know, it's all warped and stuff, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Warships. I was just thinking about that. So like World War II warships, Jason? Like 700 scale or 350th? If you're starting out on 1/700 scale World War II, like battleships and stuff, I mean, you're just jumping into the deep end there. Okay. So, obviously the basic wing is together. The basic cockpit color's in. One thing, and Jeff, being the 109 person, you might be able to answer this. So I'm looking at the painting instructions on this thing, and on this guy right here. First of all, they say this is an E1, but I'm kind of suspicious that it might be an E3, but that's a whole different discussion. But they're using RLM 65 on the bottom, and then they got slate gray, which is RLM 63. What is that all about? I always thought they were RLM 02 on the outside, but. So yeah, if you have an opinion about that or something, let me know. So I have already painted this cockpit RLM 02. It might even be British cockpit interior green because to me they look the same. And yeah, don't get all caught up on colors because they're never exact. Okay, what else goes in this cockpit? So we need the seat and the wheel and the stick. Okay. So there's the seat. It's already got the seat belts molded in, which is nice. Well, I think I like that. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. So there's the seat. And there's the seat pan thingy right here. Alright, am I going to be able to cut this off without breaking it? That's why I need the saw. This is where the saw comes in handy, because then you don't have to worry about breaking this stuff when it's got... See, this thing's got a really large sprue gate, and the part's kind of delicate. And if you try and get in there with nippers, chances are you're going to break it. So I just get in there with the saw. And once you get one side off, you can probably get away with nipping it. But you don't want to use the nippers if both sides are connected, because there's no way there's no way for it to give. And you'll end up breaking the part. Okay, so there's that. And then I need... Wow, they're making all kinds of noise upstairs. Well, we're obviously going to need the instrument panel. And we're going to need... Wow, look at that ejector rack. That's pretty neat. Again, so here these wheels are very, very delicate here. Ugh, and I'm not sure how I want to do those. That's delicate enough that I'm kind of... Okay, I need to think about that. We'll come back to those. All the Condor stuff was dark green. Oh, the Condor Legion stuff. Not that I'm aware of. Some of the... no, I don't think that... I mean, maybe the heavy bombers and stuff, but not... the 109s, I don't think so. Not that I know of. I know they were... the dark green and black green over light blue, like at the very beginning, like in 38 or so. I'd have to get my books out, but which actually is a pretty good looking scheme. But anyway, where am I? What am I doing? Okay, and that's the... Why is it asking me what I want there? Okay, hang on. Where am I? What's my name? What have you done with my dog? No. Yeah, speaking of dogs, I think our old guy's about had it. He's been really slowing down lately, and he's had a pretty rough week. Okay. There's that, there's that. And then I need... that. Some of it was all like, yeah, right. Overall... So yeah, I just wonder what's actually correct. Okay. 4B is this guy right here. Okay. I have to admit, this instruction sheet is not very clear here, in my opinion. Where's the stick? And there's the stick. Okay, again, you see how delicate this thing is here? So I have to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to deal with this. Because that thing right there, you will, well, I'll break it. Maybe you guys won't, but I will. Okay, so let's see here. I guess I'm going to start here. I'll cut it off at the base first. Okay. And then I'm going to nip this guy here. And then this guy here. Okay. What else do I need other than the gun sight, which I'm not gonna get? Which I'm not gonna pull the gun sight out right now. 33. Okay, there's that one, that one. 1B. 1B. Oh, that's this guy. Yeah, these sprue gates on this thing aren't the greatest. Okay, I think we got all our parts. So, let's see here. I need my eyeballs. I'm just gonna clean all this stuff up real quick. Actually, this guy. So yeah, my plan is sometime tonight is to get most of that new room cleaned out. But my plans are usually pointless. So why is this optional? It's got this thing as optional. Why is this optional? What is it? C. So are they saying for option C? Is that what they're saying? Option A, option A or B, 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 C. Okay, so it's something to do with option C. So what the heck is, which one is option C? Come on, Airfix, help me out here. Ah, A, B, C. Okay, got it. You know, it probably tells you what that all means if you read all this stuff on here, but why would I do that? Nobody does that. You're not supposed to read that stuff. You don't need to read the stinking directions. All right, let's see here. Man, There's some laundry and stuff going on upstairs. Holy cow. So has anybody come across any strange women lying in ponds handing out swords this week? Because if you have, I want to know about it. Because I need a sword. No. Well, nobody actually ever needs a sword, right? You don't need a sword. You want a sword. Okay, so there's that, and there's that. The gun sight goes in much later than now, so this goes here. No, this goes here, like this. It sticks out the front. Oh, it's some kind of lower panel. Interesting. So this is something that was only on the E1. Okay. I have not, but I hear that's not a good basis for a government. Oh, why not? What the hell? Can't get any worse. Let's see here. I'm being repressed. Oh, man. That's hilarious. Hilarious. Actually, my youngest was just watching that last night. He loves that movie. The violence inherent in the system. See the violence inherent in the system. Or whatever the hell he was talking about. That's pretty funny too. Okay, let's see here. So there's that and that. That looks... What is that right there? Why are you still there? I hit you with a file and you're still there. Why are you still there? Okay. Now, there is this. Now, this is going to be interesting because of this piece in here in the center is not supposed to be there. But here's what's stupid about this. Okay, they go to the trouble to... Yeah. They go to the trouble to make this seat bracket, right? And guess what? The seat sits on top of it. So you're not going to see any of this. But they got to put this piece of sprue in here so that they can mold it. Okay, that came out fairly easy. I was really kind of worried that that was going to snap. But it didn't, so we're okay. And then what's even stupider is I'm going to file it all down nice and smooth and then glue the seat on top of it. Because nobody's ever going to see it. They might see this part of it. Okay, and then I'm going to come back over here. I cannot find my cutting tweezers, which are really... I don't know what I did with them. Okay, so I got most of that off. My stomach's growling. All right. That looks pretty good, huh? No, it doesn't. There's still a visible bump there. That's better. Okay. So then this goes like this, it appears. It appears that that goes like that. Is that true? Is that true? Is that you? Oh, man. Is that you? What movie was that? Would you follow this man into a revolution? Of course not, because you have half a brain. That was Corsican Brothers, I think, wasn't it? Would you follow this man into a revolution? I think that was Corsican Brothers. Okay. So there's that. Woo! MEK. I love the smell of MEK in the morning. It smells like a contact high. Yeah, the Corsican Brothers. Wow. We had all the good movies, man. They don't, you know, my kids, they don't know. I mean, they know, but it's like, man, you guys got it so bad. You got crappy music. You got crappy movies. The only movies that are halfway decent are ones that you guys stole from us. Had to remake them because apparently our version wasn't good enough for you. And all of that stuff. But, yeah. You know what I watched the other day was oh, what the heck. Well, I watched a couple of... I don't watch a lot of movies anymore because, honestly, everything sucks anymore. So I don't even bother. But, what was that called? Glitter or something? With Will Smith on Netflix. And, Bright. No, it's called Bright. That was pretty good. It was kind of weird, but it was pretty good. Definitely, not a kid's movie. It's a Will Smith movie, so you know it's a F this and an F that and a da 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 da. So, but pretty interesting movie. And sometimes I watch this stuff and it's like, wow, how did they even come up with that concept? Where do these guys get this stuff? Okay, let's see here. Is this gonna come off? Wow, look at that thing. Like, really, guys? Come on. Could you make this Sprugate any worse on this? Oh, yeah. I already bent it, let alone worry about breaking it. Ugh. Okay. There we go. There's that. There's that. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Need that over here. And we need... The Elf Assassin chick was hot. It was entertaining. It was entertaining. Well, you know... Elves tend to be that way. Right? I mean, I think it just comes with the territory. Whoa, come on. Don't do this to me. I'm really trying not to destroy this. Okay. You know what else is good? Did you see that newer Godzilla movie? Because that was pretty good. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. But hey, man, who doesn't like Godzilla? Godzilla is awesome. Godzilla is way better than King Kong. And heck, Godzilla even got his own song. I have not. Is it on Netflix? I think it might be now. I have it on disc, but I think it is. You know what? Hang on a second. Let me flip screens here. Netflix. You know what? That won't work. Let me go back to here. Where's my tricorder? There it is. Let's see. Oh, I don't have Netflix on here. Godzilla. Geez, I don't know. I think it's the one that came out like in 2016 or something. Top stories, videos. Maybe it was this one right here. You know, I think it is. I think it is on Netflix. But I don't know for sure. I'll have to get back to you on that. But it was really good. But of course, who am I? I mean, I'm, obviously not a world-renowned movie critic. I always see those, oh, what's your favorite movies? And it's like, there's only very few movies that I would even bother to list on my favorite movies list because there's so many crap movies out that my all-time number one movie. Oh, let's see. If I had to do a top 5 in no particular order, it would definitely be Apocalypse Now, A Few Good Men, Moon, which was Moon is one of those movies you can only watch it once, because once you know what's going on, then there's no real reason to ever watch it again. But so that said, I mean, you can't even give anybody a hint because it's a total I don't know, when I get to the end it's just like, wow. Or not the end, I mean, you know long before the end, but it's just the whole idea of what's going on is kind of mind-blowing. Mind-blowing in the fact that, you know, that it's not something that's so far-fetched. What am I trying to say? That it's actually something that's possible. Put it that way. And I could totally see it happening. You know, and we're in this kind of culture now where we're replacing people with machines and software, and we've been doing that for a while. I mean, that's nothing new. What am I talking about? Oh, I was talking about Moon. So yeah, it's a very interesting movie. I don't think it really hit the theaters. It was one of those things where they just did it in very few theaters. So yeah. What else is a good movie? Monty Python and the Holy Grail, obviously. I think Indiana Jones, if the first Indiana Jones movie, actually the second one wasn't bad either. Temple of Doom was not bad. It was. My kids freaked out on it when they were little. They didn't mind the number 1 and number 3, but man, that second movie, they were kind of freaked. And I guess that makes sense. Oh, what else is a good movie? Basic. Have you ever seen Basic? Samuel L. Jackson. That's another one. It's definitely it's Samuel L. Jackson, so you know it's got language in it. But it's pretty interesting. Got an interesting twist. Man on Fire. There's one. That was crazy. I don't know. I guess I like more movies than I think I like. What about Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Oh my gosh, that movie is so funny. Tell him Large Marge sent you. That movie's hilarious. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so are we ready to put stuff together now? So we got that and that. Oh, did I? Oh, you doofus, you put it on backwards. I put it on backwards. Okay, there we go. Wow, at least it didn't stay. Man, talk about being a big dummy. You big dummy. So my daughter, wait a minute, is that right? Oh, I got it upside down. I put it on upside down because I'm a big dummy. Goes like this. So Thursday, so my daughter likes to enter contests, and she actually Thursday. So finds out Thursday that she won this contest for Harlem Globetrotter tickets, which was cool. Oh, Lawrence of Arabia is great. Yeah, Battle of Britain. Yeah, it's pretty good. 633 Squadron. Yeah, there's a lot of those movies that are good, but I'm thinking. Yeah, I got a lot of movies like that I like. And then there's the okay, come on. I don't know why. So this one just goes on the top here. So does this one go over? These are two different part numbers and they look exactly the same, and I'm not sure why that is. Anyway, yeah, you know, Platoon, I think is a great movie. I don't know. There's a bunch of them. I mean, yeah, but if I had to pick like a top 5, I don't know. It'd be rough. You know, it'd be like picking my top 5 favorite bands because I like pretty much everything. I have very wide musical taste, I guess. I guess that's what you'd call it. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? This shouldn't be this difficult. It's just putting a wheel on a knob. But, okay, come on. Oh, you got to be joking me. Are you joking me? Man. Help me. Somebody stop me. What was that, The Mask, Jim Carrey? That was funny. Okay, back to the Harlem Globetrotter story. Oh, yeah. See, that's that senility thing. I just get off track. Yeah, so she gets these tickets, and so it's for that night. Well, so my wife, so here's the thing. So we live here, right? Well, the game is like 60 miles off in this direction, which is on the way, which goes past my work, basically. But my wife works over here, and the kids are at school over here. So my wife has to do a 10-mile jaunt here, and then a 10-mile jaunt to our house, not necessarily stopping at our house. But then has to do another almost 20-mile jaunt to pick me up, and then we got to go 40 miles to the thing. Well, they wanted her there by 6, and basically we find out about this at about 4. So, it was a little crazy. We made it. It was 4 tickets. You know, she got to sit on the bench, and she got an autographed ball and a shirt. And my daughter wins contests like crazy. But it's because she actually enters them. Right? So, and this was a radio station thing. So, I had to run some errands and stuff up there. I didn't actually get to the game, so one of the tickets went to waste. But yeah, they had a great time, and you know, I literally got there at the last when they were making the last shot. That's when I got there, and that's okay. So I guess I need to take my daughter to Vegas once she turns 21. Or, well, I guess she just has to be 18, huh? She just turned 18. So I guess I should take her to Vegas and give her some money. Okay, why will this thing not go on here? Wow. I'm really kind of antsy about drilling the hole out in the center because the thing is so small. But let's try it. Don't let that stop you, right? So, these are the trim wheels, right? Isn't that what these are? Wow, it's just not... better off scraping this thing off. So when I move into the other space, I'm going to consolidate some stuff. Get rid of some stuff that I don't use. Because just having stuff to have stuff is a pain. You know, stuff that just takes up space. What does George Carlin used to say? This is my stuff, and that's your... Yeah. Mm-hmm. My stuff is stuff. Your stuff is not stuff. Something else. I didn't stab myself. So that's good. Okay, so I'm going to turn this one so that the bent part is at the bottom. Then I'll take this one and put it here. And we'll be good to go. Is that the adjustment wheel? Yeah, they're the trim tab adjusters, right? Isn't that what they are? A trim adjustment? Yeah, you're right. They're a pain. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, that's not so bad. Probably won't fit in the cockpit though when I try to glue it together. I have to sand them off or something. Have to clean up those edges a little bit more later. Yeah, that's one thing. If you're, sometimes you're better off leaving the nubs on something and then sanding them off later or scraping them off later or something. Just because it makes it's a more stable work surface. It's a more stable, easier to do it that way, I guess. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, we already did that. There's our stick. There's our two sidewall pieces. All right, here we go. This is really goofy. So they have you doing all this cockpit stuff, right? So, okay, yeah, so let's build a cockpit. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, let's throw this in here. And then we'll go to do these and then this. It's like, okay, I understand doing this before here. I'm not going to do that because I'll just glue it on the front. But why are these two steps not included before this one? And why do I care? Because that's the way I am. Why do you care, Jim? What difference does it make? It doesn't. Because it's just the way I am. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of ejection pin marks in here, and I don't care. I'm not gonna worry about it. If they're the Hobbycraft kits have two separate wheels that go together and then glue in. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so tweezers. So I've got to take. So this guy goes here. Okay. Oh, come on. Just a little tight, which I could fix with my file. Okay. Come here, you, as Mo would say. Come here, you. Why I oughta. Okay. The magic of MEK. Sometimes you just need to put the MEK on there and it melts the stuff enough to where you can just push it down. And I'm assuming this is like an oxygen regulator or something. I don't know nothing about this German stuff. Very little. Oh man, this is running everywhere. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Off topic, that guy emailed, he wants $80 plus shipping. What do you think? I don't know. If you've already got most of them, You know, that sounds like a lot to me, honestly. So what is it? Here, I'm looking at your list. It is Hasegawa, F2, Fujimi, Dragon. Yeah, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 6 kits, right? 1, 2. I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. That seems a bit much. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's too much. That doesn't mean that you should think it's too much, but I think it's too much. Wow, so you can't actually... Okay, so where does this go? Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Are you a member of the JPF? Or the PFJ? Okay. So that just goes like that. And the stick goes like that. 65. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, it's probably worth 65. I mean, it's $10 a kit, basically. That TA-154, like I said, that can be a frustrating thing. I had one. I didn't build it. I watched some other people build it. So, I don't know. Oh, man. The fit on this thing is so tight that everywhere that I've painted, its parts won't go in. Wow. Okay. I don't know, man. My spidey sense is going off. Or is that my cheapy sense? Since I'm such a cheapskate. There we go. So I'm going to glue this in, and then I'm going to take it out. It's sounding like it's dinner time. The natives are restless. Man, you don't want to have a late meal when you got a 14-year-old boy and a 20-year-old boy in the house. Yeah, those wheels are right up against the cockpit side, the fuselage side. Wow. Okay, well, that's all right. So I'm just going to let that sit. As I drop everything. That goes there like that. I'm going to let that be just like that. I'm going to go have some chow. And like I said, next time, well, maybe not next time. I might come down to the workbench later on. You know what I've been kind of kicking around is doing like a what do you call it? A Google Hangout type thing. If you've ever seen one of those. And so you got multiple people on the live feed, and basically, I think they do it. I think ISM does it. International Scale Modeler does it, where they have a few guys and they're building and doing whatever, talking about stuff. We'll see. That might be something. Something fun. So, yeah. What is it? It's 7. They're going to be coming down here looking for me. So, that's it for right now. I'm going to go have dinner. And, I don't know. And what? I'll be back sometime. Not tonight, I don't think. No, because I'm going to work on my room. So yeah, that's it for now. Kind of just a chatty building type video now. And we'll get back to some more interesting stuff after we get all moved. All right. Hey, that's it. I'm going to take off. And as usual, take care of the people you love. And we will see you next time. Bye now. Where's the off button?